What's up, everybody? This is Mercury Roberts, back at it again with another episode of Divinity Unleashed. And this is your daily tarot card breakdown. And so we ended yesterday with the star card. And if you haven't got to see that video, please check it out. It's pretty awesome. And so there comes a little bit of hope with the Fool here, and he's hoping for a better moment. He doesn't really see what's going on in front of him, but he wants to make the best. He wants to make the best of the movements that he's making now, and so he's on a journey. He's still on this journey, but now he needs to see the light. And so it's dark where he's at right now. You see, he had a battle with the devil and everything. And he had to go within himself to find himself. And so with here now, he is on the journey of the moon. And so here sits two dogs. Actually, one is a dog, a domestic dog, actually. And then this one is a wolf. Okay, and they're both howling at the moon. The wolf is standing sideways and the dog is barking directly at the moon. Here you have the moon here. It's almost like, it almost seems solar eclipse because of the sunlight. So this is a dark moment basically where you can't truly see the sunlight. And so the moon is here having a discerning look on their face. A discerning look of a mother almost. It's like a mother when she kind of tells you, like, I can't believe you just did that. Like almost that look of, you know, you're gonna have to figure this out yourself. I can't give you all the answers. And so with this card right here, the moon card right here, you see the two towers here. And I spoke of the two towers in a lot of different videos. If you haven't checked them out, check them out, like the High Priestess video or the Devil video. I did a lot of them basically. I can't remember them all with the towers in them, but these two towers stand for duality, conflict, anything that has a polar opposite to it. So it's basically like right and wrong. What's right and what's wrong. Who's fair, who's not. What's good and what's bad, or what's evil and what's not. There's always this conflict, and so it's hard for people to stand in between the two, which is where Isis is. But that's the Kabbalatry. But anyways, let's not get you off. There is an ocean here, and the tides are high. And so the moon card, if you ever heard the saying of the moon, watch for a full moon, it's when people get crazy. Okay, so the yods are also in here too. These little yellow symbols right here that are like falling raindrops or snowflakes, but in color. These are yods. And yods stand for, once again, God, the universe, the creator. And so the creator has something to do with this situation. And so these yods are coming from the moon. So the moon is the only light in the card, basically shedding some type of light. There's a pathway in between the wolf and the dog. And so it says that you're going to meet with these two. You're going to meet with these two sides. It's almost like the angel and the devil on your shoulder, and they're telling you, hey, don't eat the cookie. And then the other one's like, yeah, the cookie's good. Eat that cookie because we love cookies, don't we? And it's like, you got to deal with this conflicting emotion, and your emotions are rising and they're out of control. And compared to the Chariot card, where he has the moons on his shoulders and he is in control of the situation, the moon card is not. The moon card has no idea what's coming forward, what's about to happen next in the situation, But what's about to happen next in the situation? It could be anything. But this person who is traveling, as you see, there's a crab in the water. And so this crab, lobster, crab, but it's not a Scorpio, it's a lobster crab. But it's standing in the water, and the water right here is a little more rifty. And so this stands for your intuition, because Cancer is the most psychic card there is, and this card is actually ruled by Cancer. This the Moon card, and Cancer is about intuition. It's about internal expression, how you feel inside. They bring their insides out and they express them. You know, unlike Leo, which is the next sign in the zodiac, and they're more of self-express. They express themselves in a more outwardly attitude, where Cancer is a more inwardly. They find out what's inside, while Leo brings what's outside. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't mess with my food. You know what I mean? Where Cancer is more like, you broke my heart. You know, Cancer also rules the heart. And so this is all about feelings and emotions and heart problems, heart ups and downs, ins and outs. You know, things that don't come too easily to understand. But we only have the moon signaling and giving us light onto the path that we're walking. So we have light, and it says that whatever situation that you're going through right now, there is light in the situation. But you have to look for it. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust how you feel inside. You have to trust the process, basically, that you're going through. And you have to trust the journey of life, even when it seems really dark. I know I've had some moments in my life where I was like really lost about things, like, okay, years and years ago, losing my place and not knowing where I was going to live next. You know what I mean? Not knowing where I was going to go next. And it was like, wow. You know, the moments right there, you never know what to do. And you're just like, am I going to be on the streets? Am I going to be messed up? And so the moon is there giving that little bit of light and inspiration, saying, you'll be okay. Just trust the universe and what the universe is doing right now. Once you know that you're on a journey, things that you go through don't look that hard. They don't seem that hard anymore. It's like, it's a process. You know, when you lose out on a job and you're like, man, I really love that job and I don't know what's going on. You know, and in between, you're like, after losing the job, you're like, well, how am I going to provide for my home now? How am I going to feed my kids? How am I going to get this done? How am I going to pay my car bills, my whatever the case that I have to take care of? How am I going to do it? And so here's the moon card saying, trust the universe. All things are hopeful. You just got to trust your intuition. The universe is always speaking to you, inside and out. You just got to take the time out and listen, even when your emotions, because usually when a rambunctious situation happens, you usually feel overwhelmed, over emotional, which is funny. I'm wearing these, and these are about, this is howlite, actually, and I spoke about this in the daily inspiration, but this is howlite, a great stone. It's white and gray marble, and it's awesome, and it's for over emotions, like having an over emotional conflictual situations. You know, dealing with too much stress, anxiety, anything that makes you feel overwhelming. This is great. You know what I mean? This is great for that, to keep you calm and relaxed and just able to speak more about what you feel. And obviously, I love it a lot because I got a lot of it. So it is what it is. But you guys will be seeing my previews because I wear crystals a lot, and so that is what it is. But anyways, so the moon card is telling you, in between this and your emotional anxiety and just worry that's going on around you, trust in the path that the universe has for you. And so it says to take a step forward, because there's a path there in between. But in between that, okay, more further, there's the conflict of meeting your shadow side. And that's why the wolf is there, and that's why the dog is there. I don't know if you've ever heard of the story of the two wolves, but there were two sides. It was a story told by an Indian, and there was two sides to these wolves, and he said he fights with them daily. Okay, and he realized that he never overcame or even killed the shadow side, but he became one with it. okay? Because there is no letting go of the ultra side. There is only bringing it to peace. Your good side and your bad side, because sometimes you could be too good and that's not too good either. Sometimes you could be too bad and that's not really good either. So it's about balancing the two out and finding a oneness in between. That's why the path goes in between the wolf and the dog, because it's about finding this oneness with along the way of your emotions, your conflicting emotions, and finding that oneness and being able to move forward on your path and being able to bring your emotions at a calm volume. You know what I mean? At a more serene volume, that you understand what's going on around you and you do not take things as personal. But also trusting in the divine process that's going on around you, that you may be able to see and find the light of the moon and walk on the path. This card is also a very creative path, a creative card and path. For people who do occults or magic or anything of the sort, the moon card would represent them. Anybody who does anything in the darkness but brings it to the light as a manifestation, that would be the moon card, because the moon card brings all types of creative ways, just like how I was speaking earlier about losing your place. You lose your place, or not losing your place, but losing your job, and you're living in a house and you don't know how to pay your bills, and then the next door neighbor comes over with a bunch of food and maybe some money for you and says, hey, I heard you arguing with your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, your cousin, or arguing on the phone, and hey, here's some help for you. Or you be walking down the street and some guy's just feeling good today, and then boom, he hands you $1,000. Not saying it happens all the time, but hey, there is videos where it happens. So yeah, it's about trusting in the process of the universe and trusting that the universe will make things happen. Will conquer your fears and will help you overcome. This card is definitely about depression. It is about illusions. It's about loneliness also, because you can feel lonely because you only have the moon's light, and so everything else around you is dark, and so you can feel lonely like it's only you, and it's a sense of depression to it. But also, as you can come out of this, it's a dark season where you don't know what's coming ahead, but you can come out of it if you just trust your intuition and find some quiet space like the Hermit card and look within yourself and find out why these emotions are raging with each other. So, sorry. But so, I hope that concludes you guys. This is card number 18. Also, 18 turns into 9. And so 9 is a very spiritual number. 9 is the number of the universe, and all things coming together as one. So as a personality card, if this comes up, this person or you are very in one with the universe and see things on a bigger conscious level. Also, number 9 is the number of hidden faults. And so what it says, like, number 9 people, when they're going through something, they don't like to tell people about it. They like to keep it to themselves, and it's like, let's not talk about this right now. So yeah, that's them. And so it's a person who is very quietly kept, secretive. This card also stands for deception going on around you, and so you want to watch what card it comes up with, because it can stand for deception going on in your life. If somebody's disrespecting you behind your back, talking about you behind your back, gossiping, emotionally tormenting you behind your back, this card will come up as deception. So that is the moon card for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, and we will be getting through all 78 cards, no matter how spaced out it is or how much is going on in my life. But I just hope blessings for you guys, love and light. You guys are wonderful. We are now up to almost 400 subscribers in 3 weeks. That is amazing. Almost 4 weeks, sorry. Almost a month, and I'm almost at 400 subscribers. So thank you for your love, likes. I do these videos, to really teach and give everybody a sense of knowledge in the tarot as I've been able to be blessed with it. So I hope you guys are enjoying. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe below. And you guys have a blessed day.